Hello, Walden here, and welcome to my backpacking nature channel, Walk with Walden, where I'll be taking all of you along with me this spring on my Appalachian Trail 2021 through hike. Glad to have you all here. I sure appreciate you all watching. I'd like to welcome all of my new subscribers. It's great having you along, and if you haven't subscribed yet, if you could please hit that subscribe button, I'd sure appreciate it. Thank you very much. So today, for my non-hiking followers, which is mostly all of my friends and family, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit better rundown what exactly it is that I plan on doing. So I'll be hiking the Appalachian Trail. That goes from Georgia to Maine. It's the entire Appalachian mountain range. 2,193 miles, sorry. This year is the actual length of the trail. I'll easily walk over 2,200 miles before I'm done. The Appalachian Trail is the longest foot-only hiking trail in the entire world. There's no other way to get down it than by foot. At some points of it, you're actually climbing. You'll be on your hands and knees. Being that the Appalachian Mountains are so old, it's one of the oldest mountain ranges in the entire world. They are so weathered and gnarly. I can't tell you how every step you take, there's not a level spot. It's the equivalent of finding the longest staircase that you can find and then just dump a whole bunch of rocks and sticks down it and then walk up and down it. You'll actually, when I get done doing the Appalachian Trail, I'll have done the equivalent of Mount Everest 16 times. So that's how many times you're up and down. Actually, the total is 464,000 foot of elevation you'll be climbing, where Mount Everest is only 29,000 feet. So if that gives you kind of the idea of the Appalachian Trail, why it brings us all there, it really is the holy grail of the hiking trails. People come from all over the world. Every time I'm out there, I'm with people from 9 countries at one camp, easily. So anywhere from up to 30 states at any camp at any given time. So it's not only is it a great trail to hike, but it is a very popular trail. But the people that you meet on the trail basically kind of goes along with the hike. It really is part of the AT experience. So now, a few terms that you'll hear me use, I'm going to keep it to the simple terms. There's a lot of trail slang and backpacker slang that gets used. I'm going to keep it to the simple stuff so you have a good idea what I'm saying in my videos. You'll actually know what I'm talking about. So, AT, of course, you'll hear me say AT, which Appalachian Trail. You'll hear us reference PCT, Pacific Crest Trail, CDT, Continental Divide Trail. If you hike those 3 trails, that's known as the Triple Crown, and then you are a Triple Crowner. So you hear me talk about Triple Crowner, or they're working on a Triple Crown. It's hiking the AT, the PCT, the CDT, which is about 8,000 miles total, give or take. You're a hiker. You've done a Triple Crown. So a few terms, basically different. When I say through hiker, I'm through hiking, and then there's section hiking. I was section hiking. I decided to go ahead and go through with a through hike. So what a through hike means is you've hiked the entire length of a trail within 1 calendar year. So you can get off trail. Some people go home. I don't have that luxury. I will be staying on trail and along the trail the whole time. So through hiking, as long as you get the trail done, you've hiked the entire trail within 1 calendar year, it counts as a through hike. So there you go on that one. You'll hear me NOBO, SOBO. So I am NOBO, which means I'm hiking out of Georgia to Maine, so northbound. Pretty simple. SOBO being southbound. And then you'll also hear us use words like flip-flop hiking, which is you can start in the middle of the trail, hike south, go back up where you started, and then hike north. A lot of people prefer to do that. Sometimes it's easier to avoid some of the hiking crowds. So you'll hear the term flip-flop hiker. used occasionally. And you'll also hear yo-yo. So if you're a yo-yo hiker, basically you've hiked the trail and you turn around and you're coming back the other way. So that'd be a yo-yo hike. So the blazes, the Appalachian Trail is white blazes. So it's follow the white blazes. If you hear me mention blue blaze, what blue blaze is a side trail that maybe goes off to a waterfall, and some of them come straight back, some of them will curve, come around. You can take the blue blazes, still counts as a through hike. Some people are traditionalist, or a purist is another word for them. I'm a bit of a traditionalist hiker and a purist hiker. Kind of do things a little more the old way, and I'll be sticking on the white blaze. You might see me veer off on some of the shorter blue blazes, maybe to see a cool waterfall or a small site, or maybe an overlook, but I'll usually return right back, and I will be hiking all the trails. So slack packing, you'll hear slack packing. A lot of people, again, I have nothing against people who slack pack. So what slack packing is someone carries your gear for you to the next spot. You just carry your food and water, and your gear will be waiting for you. Again, being a traditionalist, I don't slack pack. If people want to slack pack, again, I have no problem with slack packing. As long as you hike the whole hike. So speaking of hiking the whole hike, we also have a term we like to call yellow blazing. Now, what yellow blazing is that you took the highway. So sometimes you hike either around a mountain, or sometimes as you're just flat out there hitching, and you're just not hiking the hike. And you would be surprised, actually, more people do it than I actually ever thought would. Again, I'm hiking the whole hike. I'm hiking the Appalachian Trail. I signed up to be a backpacker. I'll carry my own gear. I'll carry all of my gear the entire 2,193 miles. So there we go on that. So you'll hear me talk about trail angels and hostels. And trail angels are people who help out hikers. Some of them set up whole cookout spots and cook for us, whether it's a ride into town. The Appalachian Trail is not in Alaska, okay? It's in the eastern United States. So you're hiking about anywhere from 4 to 7 days. You could even go longer if you want, but you're basically mountain town hopping. Trail angels are there to give us rides. We also have shuttles. You can catch a ride. A lot of the hostels shuttle and do resupplies. Again, resupply is something else you'll hear. I can resupply at hostels sometimes, or I can get into a small mountain town and get the supplies I need. So when we're out there hiking the Appalachian Trail, I'm not in the wilderness forever. You can get out safely. Actually, you can get a ride into town relatively easy. And then, of course, if you hit one of the roads, you stick your thumb out, especially in the South, you'll get picked up almost immediately and get a ride into town. So a huge backpacking community that follows along the trail, and it helps us out. I'd like to thank all the trail angels for this year. There's so many of them out there. You can look it up, or if you see a hiker, please offer a bottle of water or ask if they need anything. We're out there struggling. It's tough. The Appalachian Trail is very brutal. So I am now an older hiker. I am an experienced hiker. But anything can happen. So I'm going to need all of you guys following along. I'm going to need you to cheer me on and help me get through this. It's going to be a tough one. But I'm going to do my best. I plan on hitting that Mount Katahdin with a big smile on my face. So thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all watching. Again, if you hit that subscribe button, I sure appreciate it. So we'll see you on trail. Thank you.